how valuable would it be for your freelance writing business if you could charge more for your writing and attract more and better clients at the same time? Hi, I'm Shane Melach, and in this video I'm going to show you 5 ways to charge more for your content. First, as an overview, what you need if you want to charge more for your content is you need one of these. You need a USP, a unique selling proposition or a unique selling point. A unique selling proposition is basically the answer to the question, why should I hire you instead of someone else? Why should I hire one specific writer over all the other writers I could hire? You need to have an answer to that question, just as every business needs to have some kind of a unique selling point. So in the following, I'm going to present you 5 different options for how you can add value to the content that you provide. And instead of just talking about them conceptually, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pretend to be you, and I'm going to pitch these 5 ideas as if I were pitching them to a client. The web is no longer just text-based, and let's be honest, nobody likes a wall of text. You don't want content to just sit on your website for the sake of it. Your content has a purpose, and that purpose is to engage your visitors and also to provide value to your visitors. And in both cases, adding media to your text-based content is the solution. When it comes to user engagement, let's think of something like Facebook. If you think about what kind of stuff gets shared on Facebook, how often is it just a bunch of text? And how often is it an image or a video? It's easy to see that videos and image-based content is a lot more engaging than just simple text. But it's also about the value you provide to your visitors. And a wall of text isn't just unattractive, it's often not the best way to explain something to your visitors. A simple illustration, a few images, or a video can do wonders in getting your message across. This is why we don't offer just text. What we offer is media-rich content. If you order content with us, you get, at the very least, your content including custom-made illustrations and including images that we've selected for you that match your content and match what your audience expects. In addition to that, we can even go a step further, and we can turn your content that we create for you into an animated video slideshow. So that people who would rather watch video than read the text have that option as well. To deliver even more value to your visitors and for your brand, you can even hire us to find experts in your market, and we will interview them so that we can provide high quality audio content for your website. The bottom line is that if all you offer are walls of text, you're going to be left behind. If you want to engage your visitors and offer them greater value and get your message into more heads more effectively, what you need is media-rich content. And for media-rich content, there is no better provider than us. Look, here's the problem. Everybody who provides content says they also do search engine optimization, right? They all ask for your keywords and they all say that they will optimize your content for those keywords. But how many of those people actually have any clue about SEO? How many of them actually have a solid track record of getting content ranked? When you get right down to it, what most content providers actually do for their SEO part is they make sure they have a certain keyword density, they repeat the keyword that you give them a certain amount of times, and maybe they sprinkle in some related keywords as well. Please, the 1990s called, they want their SEO manual back. Real, actual search engine optimization starts with keyword analysis. We analyze your keywords and closely related keywords, not just for the potential traffic volume they can bring you from search engines, but also for the visitor intent. We create our content from the ground up to match exactly what your visitors coming in from certain keywords are looking for. Why do this? Because these days, if you cannot engage your visitors from search engines, you will lose your rankings immediately. And that's just step 1. We understand that SEO has moved far beyond simple metrics like keyword density. We craft your entire content to be the best it can possibly be in the eyes of Google, which means we add the right headlines, we do the right formatting, we add the right kind of lists, we add the right kind of internal and external links if they help increase your website's rankings and authority. We also do an analysis of your website and recommend what other pages of your site you should use to internally link to the new content that we provide. In short, we do actual, real and useful search engine optimization for your content. And really, I can't even start explaining all the things we do unless I want to make this a very, very long video. Does all that sound pretty complicated? Well, that's because it is. Search engine optimization has become very complicated and very complex. Leave it up to us and you won't have to worry about any of the details. Everybody wants quality content, but have you ever noticed that sometimes the best, most well-written, well-researched, most in-depth content gets completely overlooked, while at the same time some seemingly totally silly and inane drivel gets shared all over the internet and goes viral? We can't deny human nature, and it's simply in our nature to be more likely to share a silly cat picture than a extremely well-written long text. Does this mean that you have to abandon your entire content marketing strategy in favor of silly cat pictures? No, of course not. But there's a balance that you can strike. Your content needs to be relevant and useful, but it also needs to have viral potential. Your content needs to be shareable. What you need is social media friendly content. This is exactly what we specialize in. We constantly analyze the current social media buzz so we know what's trending and where the trend is going. For your content, we will analyze the most viral, most shared and most talked about types of content in your market. And we will craft your content to match those criteria. Hire us and we'll make sure that the content on your website doesn't only match your brand and deliver great value to your readers, but also remains highly shareable, is highly social media friendly and engages users on social media channels. If you don't just want content, but you want content with built-in social and traffic potential, social media friendly content is what you need. Okay, for this next one, we'll assume that you're targeting a specific industry. In this example, I'll use the travel industry, but it works on any kind of niche, any kind of industry. Is your writer the right kind of person to be providing content for your website? You run a growing website in the travel industry, but the person who wrote your latest article just finished writing a post about houseplants. And before that, they wrote one about dog grooming. The truth is, most content providers know as much about the travel industry as they do about knitting, homeowner loans and rocket surgery, which is to say, not a lot. We provide content only in the travel industry. We understand your business's needs, we understand your readers, we understand your prospects and your clients. We have extensive experience in the industry, and this allows us to provide content that is more than just strung together words written until the word limit is finally reached. We can add an element that's missing from other writers' content, true relevancy. Hire us and you can become a voice of authority in this market. Most people fill up their websites with useless content. That may sound harsh, but honestly, how many new customers or clients does the average article online bring? I don't know who started this, but somehow it seems that webmasters at some point got the idea that they just need to keep churning out content and adding more and more articles and posts, even when it's clearly not working. Your content is only as useful as the direct results that it leads to. And if your content doesn't add to your bottom line, then what's the point? Why spend money on it for that matter? We don't write content. We make websites convert. What matters is not the amount of words you have on a page. It's certainly not the amount of posts or pages you can cram into your blog. And it's also not keywords. What matters is what happens in your visitor's mind when they visit your site and read your content. Hire us and you will not only get content, we will provide you with words that sell. We will replace all of the clutter on your website with streamlined content that is perfect for turning your visitors into customers. And if you want to take it even further, you can also hire us to test your website and run different versions of content to make sure we find the highest possible conversions for you and your business. Okay, so that's 5 ways you can use to charge more for your content and reach more clients. For more details on how exactly to do this, check out the post below this video. If you like this video, make sure to share it, tweet it, Google+ it, do all that good stuff. And of course, if you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave a comment at the bottom of this page. I will be looking through the comments and answering any questions you post.